Hey ducklings, how you doing? Hope you are all well. Thanks for tuning in. So let's see who's here. I think my lights are a bit too bright, but it's looking overall good, I guess. Had to be a special one, huh, Murad? Yes, he can't stay in line. So, hey Mika, you're still here, bro? Hi Mike, Phoenix, Lisa, Domi, and Morant. Oh, Cookie is also there. He also is like a special snowflake. Nice try. Oh my Jesus. Please rescue my Oryx. I will try today. I will try today, Domi. So yeah, I think we should get started soon, right? Big boy Domu. I think he isn't that big, but yeah. Let's get started, guys. So I'm already like kinda done with my betting, as you can see on the screen in a second. Like I'm trying to not give you like betting tips for every team, so that you can like split your bets everywhere. I will just try to figure out which bets are potentially good, and like I rather invest on a single one than like splitting my coins throughout tons of bets and then like running back home with like not a lot. And I will give you my advice on like all matches from Horus and all matches from Anubis, but I will also like advise you which matches I personally would recommend you to actually watch and potentially bet. As always, like no guarantee. The only guarantee I can give you is that you will have at least 50% of what you've invested. But so far it went quite good, and let's continue doing that. So I basically already like cleared the shop, besides gathering items. And I will try to get those as well. I think I can even buy them already, but I want to gamble a bit too. So let's get started in Horus. Mika wanna restart the game with a new account. He does. Oh wow. Is Mika still here? He got me a nice present, but I don't wanna like wear it without him being here. So if you're here, Mika, let us know. Don't be shy. Yeah, wait. He was like in Disneyland and we like met up recently, and he was like yeah, trying to find a fitting crown, and that was probably the most fitting one he could organize. But thanks. Thank you a lot. Appreciate it. So let's get actually started. We have like a different amount of matches that we can actually bet on. What's up, Lisa? Surprised? Yeah, thanks, Jackson. And I know, Phoenix. You need to do streams always in these things. Actually, I need a real crown, like a real big one, you know, like the streamer I've showed once. That would be funny. That actually would be hilarious. But I think that's like also too small for my big brain. It's like, you know, not so comfy. So let's start going through the matches, I would say. I think this time, like usually if you're going through like betting, there are like 2 times when you can win like a lot of Oryx. That's like when top 32 starts and when top 16 starts, because that's like when new teams clash on each other from different groups and people have no idea who they should bet on. They will just like throw... I showed you yeah, but that was like even worse. I need like a king crown, not a princess crown, you know? But I still appreciate the present. So let's see, we have... Can you see what's on stream? Yes, you can. Okay, cool. So we have like a bunch of upsets that are actually really worth betting in my eyes. And I will just place like one coin on every team I think I will that it wins, so we can kind of like show off afterwards if we were like accurate or not. And then I will like put my coins, like more coins on the matches I think they are actually worth betting, and you can like pick one of those that you think are actually worth it. So on the first match, 1021 against 74NV. As you can see, 74NV only lost against JST. 1021 dominated all of their enemies. Hey Davo, thanks for tuning in. I think what I would like say is on this match, 1021 is like a really underrated team. Like they are playing outstandingly well. They are like one of the most dedicated ARC teams out there right now. And I think they will get like some coins. I will just put one on it to have like the winner. No Desert KVK Schatten. No one wants it. So on the next match we have like TR who is like insanely much healing right now. On the latest matches, I don't know if you've seen it. They have like suffered a loss against 1021. But actually that's not a bad bet. Like I think TR has what it takes to win that one. Even though they are like not the most dedicated ARC team and more like the crazy KVK warriors. But I think actually here that could be also like an underdog win. High risk one, but also high reward if it works. Here we have like NNAV against 500F. This one I don't see any chance for like 500F. NNAV has like a great performance so far. They've won their group even against 1v, but like, you know, gossip says it may was like match fixing. We don't know. We don't want to judge, but I think regardless of if that match was like thrown or anything or fixed, if you check like the other wins, they were pretty insane. Like they dominated the rest, and I think they will also dominate 500F in that scenario. Here we have some former ARC gems playing. JST versus 44S. I think on that one also like not a lot we have to say about it. JST is meanwhile out of KVK. I think they will also get their troops back soon. With that being said, I don't see them like not healing at all, and I think they will clearly win. Hey chap, thanks for tuning in. 2022, Princess, Queen, King, all the same thing. Yes, Mika. Meanwhile, you can be whatever you want, like, it's up to you. It's really up to you. So, the next thing we can talk about is... Maybe I will, like, remove the bottom bar. Let me see, so you can see a bit more. And my socials, when I find some. They should be here. No, they are not. Okay. Window, bottom line. Overlay bar, socials. Let's... nice. That's what I wanted to do. So you can see a bit more of the bets and it's not like cropped out. So here we see Song against SS34. Both are like very good teams, but I think, needless to say, like Song is overall a bit better, I would say. Like as you can also see, like did they like get matched up from the same group from what I see. Like they already had a match. Song won that by a bit. It's like not a bad bet if you bet on SS34, but I personally don't see them winning. Like I think Song will still win, even though I wouldn't bet on them. Like I would definitely recommend you. Yes, I will turn down the volume a bit. Let me see. Can you tell me if it's better now? Romano? It's fine, okay. Good, then let's continue. So here, like as I said, like betting on SS is like a solid bet, like definitely worth the risk. But I personally wouldn't bet it because I personally believe it's you who are here less. So let me see, can I change anything? Hello, hello, hello. Cookie is bullying me. Wait, anyway, let's continue. If you can't hear me, just let me know, but like, I think it should be fine. I haven't changed much. So let's continue to the next match. Here we have VC56 against OV. They also played themselves in groups, if I see that right, if I see that correct. OV won by like a very small bit. Same here. I wouldn't recommend you to bet on OV. I personally think OV will win. But going on VC is actually a really good bet, just because, you know, they had a close matchup. They potentially can win. The chance is real, but I don't think it will happen, so I wouldn't recommend you to bet on it. We are going to the next bet. On that one, I think it's like needless to say. I don't think Peak will have the slightest chance, and we are going with 1v. And on the last match, it's yeah, the odds aren't like real. As I said, chap, like those are, I think, the banger bets this week for like Horus. They are absolutely off. It's like maximum a 50-50 either, so I would say 10-21 should be the overdog, and that's like probably where I will throw my coins on. This here is also a pretty cool matchup, but I think, like I heard, 93T has improved a lot. I've watched, I think, one of their games, and they actually played very well. So with that being said, even though like they never went ham on OL, maybe they have like focused on it now. That's like my Horus bets. My recommendations here are pretty clear. If you wanna bet on 21, bet on TR. You can potentially bet on SS34, you can potentially bet on VC56, but that's it. Like, don't go for the overdogs, they won't make you rich, they will just like drain your coins if it's not working due to whatever reason. But if you want to like invest more, you can do it like here or here if you want to bet in Horus. Now we are going to Anubis. That's the realm we have played in. And let's see if we can figure something out. Like on the first match, we all know like 60MX is crazy. Many old players of 60GT are also playing there. They are a very solid ARC team considered. Yes, they potentially have. That's what I said too. Like I said, SS34 is like a high risk bet, but it could pay off. I personally just don't think they like will win. I think Song will like win again. Tuned in like a bit after I told that. Like I think if you go here, like this is a good bet. Like you can bet that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. As well as VC, like those two are actually quite good bets, just because of the fact that the like potential wins are way higher than they should be. Like you can see they faced each other, they had like 600 points difference, and that's not like justifying having a quote like that. It's just like a good value, like value town if you win, and the potential is there. So now we are going to Anubis. In Anubis, on the first match I don't see 60MX losing, same goes for 60GT. Those are like no-brainers on this point. Then we have T2A against 1671. I've like seen 1671 playing, and they did like very well against 60MX. They nearly pulled it off. They lost like very close in the end, but I think they will definitely dominate T2A and knock Dragosian's team. So on these three matches I don't see any upset potential. Then we have MR against Watch It Burn. Also here, like, EE is a pretty solid team, but I don't think EE actually would stand a chance against the new team. Watch It Burn like has gotten all of the whales of the whole kingdom into one like combined team, and kind of like an 18, 40, 60, 46 all-star team. And they have like everything it takes, like good players, good gear, good garrisons, VIP 18, like all that will be there. Yep, it is. That will be like, we will have like very nice matches over the next weeks. Like the next weeks will be interesting as fuck. So on that note, like, I think MR played very well, don't get me wrong, even though the one match against WSA was somehow weird score-wise. But I don't see any upset potential here either. Like, those 4 bets, skip them. Don't bet on the overdog, it's not worth it. Like, you're just throwing away your coins. So here we have Raids against WSA. Raids has like dominated their first 2 enemies. They have been in KVK. I also heard they lost KVK quite quick. So I don't see them like, you know, like they are still not even close to being out from KVK. Their troops are gone. They are down to 2.8 billion power, which means they have suffered like a lot of losses during KVK. And they would have to like heal up the gap to actually compete against WSA. And I also don't think WSA is significantly weaker than Raid. So my call on that, don't burn your Oryx, skip that match. I think WSA will make it. So now we are coming to the first interesting match in this realm. I think RD2K against V10 is actually a quite good match to bet on. V10 has like kinda inflated power. They have like a 1 billion plus player in there. If you deduct him from the matchmaking, they are basically at the same score, or at the same point. I think V10 had like a quite doable group. They had 1 enemy not showing up. They had 1885, who has been like way lower on power but still gave them some sort of run. And they lost against AX, which was like kinda, yeah, a good upset. I think I called that as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yes, I did. That's where I like started going all in with my Oryx. So basically V10 in my eyes is like kinda a higher rated team than it should be. Like, it looks like they are an insane powerhouse, but they are basically the normal average team with like 1 very big player. And people are often misjudging that. Like, Osiris League isn't only about power, of course. If like a team is zeroing themselves in KVK, they will hardly keep up, because if they don't have the marches to even send out 5 marches, they can heal as much as they want, they won't be able to compete. But at this point they are both at like over 100 mil average per player on 30 players, on the 30 highest players, which means like troops won't be an issue for any of these sides. This 1 billion more or less means basically nothing, especially since it's like only like 1 big player. And commander, VIP wise, they won't have like any big gap in between them. I personally think RD2K can pull that up. If you check like the matches, I think V10 hasn't dominated any team crazily. They have like 1 throne match by the enemies, they didn't show up. They had a match against a significantly lower team, power wise. And probably also commander and gear wise, and they are kinda overrated due to like these easier wins, especially the last one. So what I would recommend you at this point is, if you want to bet on Anubis, this is one bet you should go for. I think it can actually pay off, like the odds are quite good, and I think that's kinda value town. So then we are going to the next bets. We see AX here against PK26. I personally like both, but I'm like pretty sure that AX will win this match. I've watched like one of the matches in the group phase. They faced like one of the former OL winners, and I mean it means nothing if you beat someone 1 time, but the way they played, like their timings, they are pretty much on point. I think they are like highly an overdog on that match. They are like very well disciplined. You can see also the matches were all like quite dominating. With that being said, I would not bet against them and also skip that match. And last but not least, we are coming to the match NE53 against Gas, which also both have been from the same group, which is weird, I would say, but yeah. I think that's also new. I think before you couldn't match like people from your own group right away, but this time apparently you can, and you saw like there is already a big difference. Like Gas won by far against NE53, and I don't see that will change in this matchup. Don't bet against it, don't bet on them, it's simply not worth it. So basically, if you're sticking to those two realms, I don't want to like give any other predictions to Bested or Sobek simply because of the fact I don't know these teams well. I know like a lot of players across most of the teams. Like, I think betting on them makes me feel way more comfortable than betting on other matches. I'm sure there is like a lot of potential to actually find good bets in these realms, but I don't want to cover it since I simply would like tell you anything I'm actually not sure of if it's like right or not. So if you want to bet, like, there are 3 bets that I would recommend you to go on. It's 1021 over 74 NV. It's TR over 84 OF. Or it's, let me see, RD2K over V10. Like, those are my 3 bets that I potentially would tell you to bet on. If you want to go high risk, high reward, I can also recommend you go for SS34, go for VC56, or actually for, let me see, is there anything? Maybe raid, but I don't see that. Like, go for the first 2 ones that I've told you. And if I would have to pick one, I think I potentially would feel the best going all in here. And that's my bet of the week. So, hope some of you guys also had like good luck following my bets over the last weeks when I shared some on Discord. But yeah, that's what I will do this weekend. Like, I will cheer for 1021. I don't think they should be underdog in this scenario. They are in my eyes the overdog of that matchup. They have a pretty good quote. I usually wait with betting until Saturday, but I will be busy this weekend, so I figured I will wait. Actually, I have no idea, chap. Like, I've kinda tuned off when we got knocked. Cause I was like, okay, you know, who cares? Like, we are out, like, no reason to figure out what it looked like. But we technically could break it down. I think that was Group A. I think it's actually a random draw. Simply because of the fact that you see, like, teams from the same group on one bracket. Like 50C, and let me see who else is here. Like, those both have come from the same group, which makes no sense to me. I think on Horus we had it twice. We had this matchup already seen. Like, they played each other already. These guys played each other already, and if I check like the same position in the next bracket, it's not like 2 alliances from the same realm, so I think it's a random draw, chap. Otherwise it wouldn't make sense, but that makes no sense either. I think it should be a random draw into like different groups. Like, you shouldn't face teams you've already played against right away again. Yeah, and of course, like, the season coins, maybe, I don't know, like, everyone probably has set one, his own ones. My season coins so far ended up on 60 GT. Think that's kind of the way to go for Anubis. 1v, I don't know, like, NNAV already was beating them up on the first match, but that, as I said, could be anything. That could be thrown, that could be fixed. Like, I don't know, I don't care. Like, just stay away from inter-kingdom matches. It's like the only tip I can give people. I think here's a one people betted on where, like, is already out. Yep, 60 HS. They got beaten by RR80H, 38 and MBH. That's like quite frustrating for the people who betted on them, I would say. I guess the new favorite here should be either them or DQ39 when they are facing each other, by the way. That would be like a really interesting match to watch as well. Schedule. Oh, this match here will be fun. Like, next week we should see a pretty cool match around that time. And let's go for like the last champion mark. Zobek, who's looking here. Yeah, basically everyone is like, okay, let's go there, and they already lost the match, so I don't know what I should recommend you, but I would recommend you to not put your marks on them. Go for the first 3 arms, you're like more likely to actually win anything there. So do you guys have any questions regarding this week's bets, or anything you guys want to share, anything I should give my opinion on? And thanks for the feedback, John. Much appreciated. Let's hope they keep being like on point. My opinion on Desert KVK, like the short or the longer one? The middle one. In general, it has some really cool techniques that I personally think are pretty nice, but let me see and figure out something real quick. Somehow I'm turning green, but because of the lights from like the screen. Wait, let me open something else. That's better. So my opinion on Desert KVK, like we've played one Desert KVK, as you might remember, and like there are upsides on Desert KVK that I definitely see, like things that are quite cool. Just to mention one thing, it's like the healing potions, which are like cutting down the healing costs by 50%. But besides that, I don't see like a lot of benefits on Desert KVK. Maybe like the replaced honor system is also quite cool, that you gain like something compared to honor. I forgot it. I think it was prestige. But besides that, I don't see anything cool. Like prestige was when you got like points for killing troops and also like killing troops in structures. And besides that, I don't see cool points. So like the map itself isn't cool, the walking time isn't cool, the Colossus aren't cool, like they're actually the opposite of something cool. They're like hella annoying. The, how are they called, like the bigger buildings which you could reinforce and move from A to B. Yeah, the walking time got improved, but you only was like reading the headline. It got improved if you were walking out from the start zone, but not in between the zones, so it's basically the same. Desert forts and ancient forts, yep, you're right guys. So the technique itself is kinda cool, but it's very tiring. Like you have only a few people who can do it. You need to keep rotating like your king non-stop, so you have like always people on to like shuffle troops together into certain buildings and like move them across the map, which is kind of a nice thing sometimes, but it also gets like tiring. Think they should have like a longer cooldown, like maybe they open once or I don't know 2 days, and then you can like use them all day long or whatever. Swarming structures was good, to be fair. Didn't just get dead, half went to hospital, half went dead. Yeah, but like what you want me to actually like say to that? Like it was, yeah, it's right, but that doesn't convince me to like play it again. Nope, I won't shorten. See? And I'm not alone with my opinion. Please, not another idle KVK. Play new KVK. Actually, we don't intend to like go for another idle KVK. Potentially we would be open to play the new KVK, I think. We will like talk about that later as well and let you guys know. But Yeah, I think we will actually put it up for a voting. Like, we will give you the choices we potentially accept, and that won't include desert KVK, just to be like clear and upfront. But besides that, I don't mind like going for the newer KVK mode. That seems like a pretty normal one. Like, it has no new techniques, it's working the same way. And hey Finn, thanks for tuning in. How you doing, bro? Gamings, and bring more migrants to power us higher for bigger enemies. Oh, we have too many fat people already. We need to power down the people we have and bring like new ones in. I can bring a lot of dead weight. No, you can keep that. You can definitely keep that outside. We need to move some more dead weight outside from us as well. So any other questions regarding the ARC matches? Anything else you want to know? Anything else I should like tune in, check it out, or whatever? That's nice, appreciate it. Right, you're enough to handle. Oh wow. Shots fired. Yeah, I can Schatten. So basically the sum up of this stream in like 30 seconds is, if you want to bet in Horus, go for 1021 or TR. If you got Balls of Steel and you want to gamble a bit more, go for SS34 or VC56. They both can win, even though I don't think they will. And if you are on Anubis and you want to bet in Anubis badly, go for RD2K over V10. So does this help you to like find your correct bet? I picked like my bet. I'm a fan of going like all in, as you know, and I just went like all in on 1021. And what I can recommend you is don't bet on the overdogs. Like, do yourself a big favor. It's not worth for a few coins to like bet an overdog. Are you not listening? I've only recommended you to bet on underdogs. I said don't bet on overdogs. You won't win anything by betting on overdogs. You're just emptying your pockets. So let's see what else is going on. Who's still on KVK? Was it 9060 meanwhile over? I saw some pictures earlier. You're welcome. Oh yeah, this is over. It's really over. Disgusting. Look at that. Ooh. Rip. That's not looking good for them. I'm wondering where 74 is now. Are they not fighting anymore? Or like, why are these guys fighting? Not bad, they're like giving it their all. But they will suffer as well, like, that's a hype train they don't wanna like face. And you see this one, like, that flag will just go down. You will see like some crazy swarms pretty soon. It's also in a very hard coverable position. Yeah, you will see like, that's what 60 GT is kinda known for, look at that. Yeah, I know, but they are out, or? Like, they are not fighting? Or are they? Oh, they're gathering. Wow. Apparently they want to hold those flags badly. Shoutouts to 74 though, I'm pretty sure that's not like a windy walk. Tough matchup. Look at that, they are lining up to swarm the flag, I guess. Leopard is scouting. It's one of their whales. Where is he? Let me see. Oh, what happened here? Oh. Where's the rally? Sup, Romano? I mean here, huh? He's also crazy, like crazy whale. 520 million power. 130 million deaths. 1.2 billion tier 5. 762 million tier 4. Not bad. Oh, that was not bueno. You don't have to wait for the rally. Yeah, Saladin Garrison isn't the best way to go. That wasn't good. Don't think I have to ask for the report. But this KVK looks kinda over. Okay guys, so since we are done with Ark, I think I will call it a game now and like go offline again. As I said, I won't be around this weekend much because we have some events on our kingdom planned and we're gonna like be busy with that all week or all weekend. After Museum of Saladin Garrison will be meta, mark my words. I will mark your words and I will remind you when time comes. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in everyone. Have a nice evening. Good luck on betting, and I don't know, I will probably maybe hop on randomly when there is anything new about the new update, any like infos on the new stuff, but until then, stay tuned. See you, bye bye.